In Sunset East and Sunset West, you will find homes with 10,000 square foot lots, Livermore's top-rated schools, and amazing restaurants in downtown Livermore and Livermore wineries just minutes away from your doorstep. Families, retirees, and locals keep moving into these neighborhoods, and as we dive into it, it's easy to see why. So today, we are here at Sunset West Park, and we are going to talk about what makes these two neighborhoods so special with their tree-lined streets and all that Livermore has to offer. Let's dive into it.
Before we get started on our tour, let's talk about the location of Sunset East and Sunset West, because as we know in real estate, location is everything. Both of these neighborhoods are in a great spot just southwest of downtown Livermore. We like to call it the perfect mix of calm and convenience. One big reason people love living here is because of how close everything is. We have schools, parks, and shops nearby, which just makes everyday living more easy. Both of these neighborhoods are part of the Livermore Valley Joint Unified School District. Say that 3 times fast. All you need to know is this school district is in the top 20% of public districts in the state of California. They're always winning awards for something. The parks here are just as great. Max Bear Neighborhood Park is over 12 acres of playgrounds, dog parks, ball fields, everything you could want to do in a park right in the middle of Sunset East and Sunset West. Max Bear Park is the place where families and friends go to hang out and meet up. Later, we'll talk about how house prices can fluctuate in these neighbors depending on how close they are to these parks. The other neighborhood park, and that's where we're at right now, is Sunset Park. This is a great location with a covered picnic space, huge playground for the big kids, also one for the little kids. We see lots of neighbors hosting block parties and get-togethers here. It's a great space for people of all ages. So whether you're grabbing groceries, need to get dinner to bring home, or planning a trip to the outlet malls for the weekend, this is the perfect location to be in Livermore with easy access to all of those options. The quiet streets here are lined with big trees and friendly neighbors. This is the type of neighborhood where you actually know your neighbors. In both of these neighborhoods, you're guaranteed to see people out walking their dogs at night, kids riding their bikes up and down the street, and neighbors just catching up on the day or week. The trees here are tall, old trees like oak trees that not only give shade, but also give the neighborhood that classic suburban California feel that families here are looking for. People that live here say their streets feel like a peaceful escape from the busy world, but still give them the access to everything that they need. So now that you understand a little bit more about why the location of these neighborhoods make them so sought after, we're going to talk a little bit more about the differences between Sunset East and Sunset West to help you understand what would work best for your needs. Before we do that, if you are serious about finding your home in Livermore, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with everything new coming to Livermore and get the inside scoop on homes before anybody else. You'll also find tips for first-time home buyers, general market updates, and a plethora of information from people who are actually living and working in these neighborhoods on a daily basis.
All right, let's dive into it. Sunset East versus Sunset West. So even though Sunset East and Sunset West have a lot in common, the small little differences really make a difference when you are trying to figure out what's the best place to call home. After all, purchasing a home is one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. All right, now first, let's just look at where each neighborhood is geographically. Sunset East is between homes and on the west side of Arroyo. Concannon Boulevard is the southern edge, and College is the east street. And I like to call this area the gateway to wine country because it's easy access to Tesla Road. Sunset West is bounded by East Stanley Boulevard and Macho Street. El Camino to the west, Holmes to the east, and Concannon to the south. It's also close to Isabella Avenue, which connects to Highway 84, which makes this area great for commuters. Now, let's talk about what really makes these neighborhoods different. The houses were actually built in different decades and by different builders, which makes the two neighborhoods look very different. And yes, that also, of course, affects the prices, but we'll get to that soon. Sunset East is newer and was built between 1968 to 1973 by a company called Sunset Development. And most of the homes here are one-story ranch-style homes. They range from 1,000 to 2,300 square foot homes, and the lots are big, around 7,000 to 10,000 square feet. Back when they were first built, they had floor plan names like Magnolia, which is about 1,600 square feet, and the Redwood, which is the largest, sitting at about 2,300 square feet. And later on, we'll talk more about daily life, where you see why these big yards make such a difference in these neighborhoods. And now here, it's very popular for people to go on evening walks, take their kids outside, or take their dogs to the park, and neighbors here truly talk to one another. Sunset West was built earlier, between 1958 and 1969, by a builder called Sunset Homes. So you have Sunset Development and Sunset Homes, not to confuse the two. So it's a more established neighborhood, and these houses are slightly smaller, ranging from 1,200 square feet to 2,000 square feet. But here's something really cool. Sunset West includes an area called Escondido Circle, and it's some of the most beautiful and highest priced homes in the two neighborhoods. So which one is really the better fit? It really depends on your family's lifestyle and needs. If you got kids, Sunset East might be the better choice, as homes are newer and require fewer upgrades. Plus, Sunset Elementary is right there in that neighborhood, and Sunset West Elementary performs above average, and you can walk to it right from your neighborhood. But if you're retired or your kids already moved out, Sunset West might be the better option for you. Smaller yards means less work, but both neighborhoods have that classic California ranch look. Most of them come with 2-car garages and have been updated and well maintained over the years, but still keep that classic charm. And now that you've got a good feel for the area, let's get into the numbers and talk about what the homes really cost here.
Both Sunset East and Sunset West are made up of single-family homes built during a time when ranches were very popular in the California housing industry. This was in the 1930s to 1960s, where the construction of single-family ranch homes was really taking off here. And you can actually see how the style of these homes has changed throughout the years. One fun thing to know is in the 1960s, that's when we really started to see the popularity of the sliding glass patio doors. The majority of the homes in these neighborhoods have been very well taken care of. Most of them have had some major updates while still holding on to that original ranch feel. We're talking about new kitchens that open into family rooms, remodeled bathrooms with modern touches, and backyards that have been updated to feel as welcoming as inside your home. Now let's talk about what everybody wants to know, the prices. Current prices show how desirable these neighborhoods really are. And this is where you'll start to see how the difference in the home sizes really affect how much they cost. Sunset East has a median sale price of $1.4 million. Price per square foot is $750. In Sunset West, the median price is a little bit lower at $1.172 million. However, the price per square foot there is $770, which is more than the first. That seems a little off, but it makes sense. In Sunset West, the properties are smaller, so the square footage is going to cost you more. Homes in Escondido Circle are in high demand, with recent sales going up to $1.7 million. And that, of course, helps bump up the sales prices for other homes in the area. As we talk more about what it's like to live here, you'll also understand why you're paying for a lifestyle and not just a property.
Now, this is where the neighborhoods really shine. It's my favorite part of my job. And honestly, that's helping people find not just a home they really love, but a community that really fits their lifestyle and needs. You can feel the family-friendly vibe here the second you walk in.
So what are you really getting for your money? First of all, you'll get well-maintained homes with big yards. You're very close to top-rated schools, stores, shops, and also not far from wine country, which is a major bonus. In other areas of the Bay, you're going to be paying for smaller homes that haven't been updated and smaller yards. You're sure to feel the family vibe as soon as you go on a walk in this neighborhood. Evening dog walks are a total vibe. People look forward to those evening dog walks because they know that they are going to meet up with their neighbors, catch up, really strengthen the neighbor relationships that make this area so desirable because everybody's looking out for each other.
And the block parties we talked about earlier, they really are a big deal here. People get together for holiday get-togethers, neighborhood barbecues, or just fun outings together. And it's not something that people feel pressured to join. It just happens because everyone truly enjoys living here and being part of the neighborhood. Families often argue that Sunset East and Sunset West is one of the best places to raise kids too. It's very often that you'll see kids riding their bikes, running around, playing with the neighbors next door, and just doing family things outdoors with each other throughout the community.
And because of these close relationships they've formed, they know that they've got extra sets of eyes on their kids all the time.
Now let's talk about the walkability of these neighborhoods. Now the walk scores aren't that great. You got 40 for Sunset East and 39 for Sunset West, which means you're probably gonna need a car for most errands. Sunset Elementary is right in Sunset East, located at 1671 Frankfurt Way, so kids can walk to school without crossing major roads. And both neighborhoods have easy walking paths to Max Fair Park and Sunset Park. Now let me say this again, the location of these neighborhoods really makes a difference. You get the peace and quiet of the suburbs, but you're still close to everything you need in town. And that's something that you don't always get in other parts of Livermore. Plus, downtown Livermore has changed a lot over the years, and now it's filled with super cool restaurants, shops, and entertainment. There's events every weekend, spots for outdoor dining, and it's just minutes away from Sunset East and Sunset West. And if you like wine, what's pretty awesome is both neighborhoods are super close to Tesla Road, which takes you right down to all the wineries in Livermore. And I don't know if you know, but there are over 50 wineries in Livermore. This means you can spend your weekends wine tasting, riding your bike to the vineyards, hopping downtown just a few minutes away for dinner, or just going for a neighborhood stroll to your local park.
Transportation is another big win here. With easy access to Stanley Road and other major highways, lots of commuters are finding that Livermore is a very accessible place for them to call home. It's a great opportunity to be able to get to other areas of the Bay for fun, work, and then still come home to your nice, quiet suburban neighborhood. These neighborhoods check a lot of boxes.
You get established neighborhoods with top-rated schools,
Fabulous parks, and quick access to not only city fun, but wine country adventures.
and close to commute from Highway 84 or Highway 580. It's perfect for families who want that classic California suburb feel while being close to the wine country and close to commute.
And great for anybody who wants to enjoy everything that the Tri-Valley has to offer. Many residents here say that their days start with coffee on the patio overlooking their beautiful yard,
and then going to work and coming home and doing an evening walk where they run into neighbors throughout the neighborhood. And this is what everyone truly loves about Sunset East and Sunset West.
And on weekends, you can find them exploring any of the 40 wineries that we have available here in the Livermore Valley wine country. And that's what your life could look like in Sunset East and Sunset West.
So there you have it. That's the full story on Sunset East and Sunset West, two of the most popular neighborhoods in Livermore, with homes sitting on lots of 10,000 square feet, top-rated schools, and an amazing community vibe. And with a location that is close to downtown and close to the local wineries. So really, bottom line, both areas have it all. So if you're thinking about buying or selling or interested in hearing more about Sunset East or Sunset West, I'm Amanda Elhassan of the Amanda Elhassan Group, and we are your local East Bay area realtors. Send an email to hello@sellwithaeg if you would like to connect. And don't forget to subscribe and follow along for more videos that are all about Livermore and what it has to offer.